Poonawalla, I want to ask you, what is it that the Congress wanted? The Prime Minister said it in just one line. On the one hand, you accuse the Prime Minister that his foreign policy is all wrong. India has not gone places as claimed by the BJP. And on the other hand, you say that countries are actually listening and scared of the Prime Minister and giving contracts to the Adani group. The Prime Minister today totally exposed the Congress party in Parliament. So how do you respond to that, Mr. Poonawalla? I think you're on mute.
Namaskar, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Good evening to all my fellow panelists and to all your viewers. The Most Honorable Prime Minister spoke lengthily, spoke well, spoke with passion in Parliament, but unfortunately, when I saw his speech, he did not answer a single question that has been raised in public domain, in parliamentary forums, or through multiple channels like yourself, where you give us the opportunity. So let me repeat the questions for the sake of the BJP spokesperson and the answers as given by the Honorable Prime Minister. The three single most important questions that this nation wants is there an apartment in Abu Dhabi where 6 shell companies from Mauritius are registered, via which round tripping of money has come into India, thereby inflating stock prices and allowing for debt to be taken on inflated stock prices? That is the single most question. The answer to that cannot be maine 80 crore logo ko khana diya. The second question, is there insider trading? Because this is a non-bailable offense in any democracy and it attracts a jail term. The answer to that cannot be, you are jealous of my success. The third and the most important question, are undue favors given by our regulators? The answer to that cannot be there was a 2G, CWG, coal gotala. The answers to these questions have to be specific. I, for one, believe that the said group is innocent until proven guilty. But nobody so far in the last 1 week or 10 days since when these allegations have made, come out and refuted this allegation. Everyone has hidden behind either nationalism or tried to divert the attention of the country. One last thing for your viewers to know. If money has come into India, it's definitely not via Abu Dhabi come into India in some bag. It's obviously come in via the RBI route. Somebody somewhere should clarify. So why doesn't the Honorable Prime Minister, like in the past the BJP demanded and got, ask a JPC, number one, and number two, have a CAG investigation. Idea actually proposed first by Dr. Ranganathan. So doodh ka doodh aur pani ka pani ho jayega. And I believe everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So why should we fear an investigation?
Well, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, how do you respond to the opposition's charge that the Prime Minister did not respond to pointed questions on the Adani group?
Thank you, Navika. Navika, let us first understand the occasion on which the Prime Minister was speaking. It was a reply to the President's address. Now, he thanked the President and after that he raised the important issues. The allegations that have been made by the opposition, one, that India as a nation is regressing. They said that there is crony capitalism and corruption. They have been making the charge of inflation. And let me make it very clear, if there was a student who was seen answering math answers in a science exam, it was Rahul Gandhi, because Rahul Gandhi forgot that he was speaking in terms of the presidential reference. Point number 1. 2, it's very important that you ask questions, but a very important thing said by the Prime Minister today was the ecosystem. What is this ecosystem? I will tell you. That when the Honorable Supreme Court decides that there is no wrongdoing in the Rafale case, the opposition doesn't like and actually questions the Honorable Supreme Court. Same is the case with Pegasus, same is the case with Vista. But if you look at the 2G scam and the Colgate scam, I must remind that it was the UPA government which indulged in corruption and 122 licenses were cancelled by the Supreme Court in the 2G scam and 214 in the Colgate scam. So why don't you believe the institutions that we have? Now coming to the Gautam Adani group. First, let me answer on behalf of the Bharatiya Janta Party, since we are the ruling party. One, has the finance minister spoken on the issue? Yes, she has. She has said that there are statutory bodies and these statutory bodies are looking into the whole issue. What has the RBI said? RBI is also saying we are seeing the exposure of the SBI and other banks. What has the SEBI said? SEBI has clearly stated that we are seeing the volatility in not just this one group, but other groups also. What has the LIC said? LIC has clearly said that we have invested around 32,000, which is of 56,000 value right now, and the investors' money has actually grown. And same is the case with SBI, which says their exposure is below 1%. What does it show? The government has done its job. But now I want to ask a question to Tehseen. And Tehseen is the 9th spokesperson from the Congress or a leader who has not answered. I am sure he will also not answer. Rahul Gandhi on the floor of the House, Navika, said there is a rule that has been violated by the Modi government in favoring Adani Group. Rahul Gandhi couldn't answer, and we don't expect it from Rahul Gandhi. But you are the 9th spokesperson. Can you tell the nation which rule has been flouted? What is the illegality? Please tell.
So I actually did not want to make this personal about the airport issue, but Gaurav Bhatia, I will just in the next 30 seconds, will be pleased to draw the attention to the Niti Aayog letter to the most honorable Prime Minister and PMO stating that the air operations cannot be given to the said group. But let me ask once again, Gaurav Bhai, a very, very specific question. The question is that in 2G, that is, so Niti Aayog was operating under what rule under your government? Was Niti Aayog making up things? Is that report fictitious? Times Now has reported on that report. Come on, Gaurav Bhai.
Well, allow me to come in. Allow me to come in before you go. Before you go to the Niti Aayog report.
Yes.
The allegation that was made was that, and this was said, that GVK actually was scared by CBI and ED and that they were forced to give the Mumbai airport to Adani. May I draw your attention, Tehseen Poonawala, to the statement made by the GVK group, Mr. Sanjay Reddy. It's there in public domain, and he says that there was no force on us. They had a debt issue. They wanted to sell. Adani wanted to buy, so they sold it to him. Now, is that allowed in the business world, in the industry, or is it not allowed as per the Congress party?
I am extremely grateful that you raised this issue, though I didn't want this to be about the airport, but thank you so much. Here is the letter just now, Jairam Ramesh, even on this issue is tweeted from the GVK group's lawyers, the partners in his law firm, that actually alluded to this sort of arm twisting. But I am not against the Adani group. Let me put it out.